Satnam, Shiv Chankar, Naked Truth Shower Talks. And today, with the Naked Truth, I'm talking about when we least want to do something. And Yogi Bhajan always said, the day that you least want to do yoga is the day that you need it the most. Well, I've tried to take this saying since I heard it 15 years ago and use it in my life, right? So where there's resistance, instead of allowing that resistance, trying to be more curious and realizing that whatever I'm resisting is probably what I need. So today it was raining and it was cold and it was dark and it was very cozy in my bed, and the alarm went off too soon after a late night working last night for our spin class. And Samaj, to be honest, would just sleep through the alarm. I'm the one that wakes him up. And so I could easily have just hit that snooze button or the off button and continued to sleep, and we would have woken up. It would be too late to go to spin class, and that would be that. Tempting. Really tempting. But I didn't. I got my butt up and got in the shower, made a chai, got in the car, and we drove 16 miles to town to spin class. What got me there was knowing that at 10 o'clock and 11 o'clock I'd be home. Well, at 10 o'clock I'd be done, 11 o'clock I'd be home, and I would be feeling better because I went. You see, if I stayed in bed and listened to that voice, I might have thought that I would feel better. But no. I mean, a little bit of extra sleep. I'm someone who, once I'm awake, I don't really sleep again, so I wouldn't really have had much more sleep. And then if I do sleep, I do fall asleep. I feel groggy if I wake up at 9:30 and I feel like I've missed half the day. So it's not the best place. And then, when I do wake up at 9:30, I look at the clock and think, oh shit, they're really sweating it out in class right now. 10 o'clock, they're done. And I wasn't there. I much prefer to have the yes, I was there feeling. And so this morning, I tapped into that feeling. Let me tell you, it doesn't always work. I'm a human being feeling my way on the planet. So sometimes I might just hit that snooze button. But more times than not now, I'm choosing to go and do that thing because I'm recognizing that I chose to do it. I don't do things that I don't like. So working out, sure, spin class, but we have an awesome teacher, and in an hour I can really work my heart rate, get my cardio going, and I've got the group mentality, that just really helps you out. So, and then of course I just know that afterwards I'm going to feel great. So I try not to think too much about the process and tap more into the results, because I can get lost in the process when I stay in bed, right? And I wouldn't be making this video for you. So how about you? Where are you resisting in your life, first of all? So what is that thing that you keep telling yourself you're maybe going to start next week, next month, tomorrow, and hasn't started? And then, is there an invitation in that thing, in that resistance, that if maybe instead of running around and doing all the other things that you think you need to do that are distracting you from doing that thing, while that thing's still sitting in the back of your mind saying, I need to be done, what if you started doing that thing? What might that free up within you and within your vibration out? What channels might that free up that you were needing before? Because what we resist persists, and there's always an invitation in there for something that we need to do. So I'd say take the thing that you're resisting the most. One thing, don't be taking more. That's the cardinal rule. And just start working on that one thing. And then you'll start feeling better about it. And once you start feeling better about that, you'll start feeling better about other things, and you'll do things that make you feel better. And all of a sudden you're in a different spiral, right? You're doing things that make you feel better. And because you feel better, you're doing more things that make you feel better, which makes you feel better, which makes you more things that make you feel better, right? Right. And that's where it is. You see, the key to everything that we want more of lies in feeling better right now. That doesn't mean to say that you're always going to feel freaking fantastic. No. But it does mean that when you feel really, really shitty, and when you see those triggers and you got to learn what your triggers are. When you can see that sequence starting, right? When you can see that, you can then start to rearrange it. It's a process, but it's a process of getting to know yourself. And in that process, you'll start to feel better, and you'll realize that all the things you thought if you had this, you would feel better, that if you actually start to feel better, there's more likelihood that you will have this. It's how I lost 85 pounds. I gave up dieting in the gym and started doing things that made me feel better. I didn't know this formula at the time. It was just where I was led. I'd started doing yoga and meditation, and I was out in the park drumming. I didn't really need to go to the gym, and my soul was really, really calm, right, for the first time ever. So it was a really different place for me, and just fabulous. And so once I started feeling better, I didn't care to eat that fast food that used to keep me going. I didn't want the sodas. I didn't want my 15 shots of espresso drinks a day. I didn't want those things. I was starting to, sounds corny, get high on life. This is what happens. And it's available to all of us. We can start feeling better wherever we are, because it's a choice that we make. And when we decide that we're going to feel better, we'll start to make those choices that support that. We're human beings. We're going to fall along the way. We get back up. But we start to flex those muscles of what it's like to start feeling better before we get X, Y, and Z. Because this feeling is available to us wherever we are, whatever we're doing. We just need to learn how to tap into it. This is Shiv Chankar, the Feel Better Coach. I hope this one has made you feel better, and I'd love to know from you, where are you with the feel better thing? Do you think it's if you get the job, if you get the promotion, the lover, the house, the car, you'll feel better? Perhaps if you lose the weight, that you'll feel better. But what if you could feel better now while you're losing the weight, while you're going for the promotion? Maybe even once you start feeling better, the promotion doesn't even have the same weight. Because so often we substitute those things, those external things, for that thing, and then we think that that's what's going to make us feel better. The only thing that makes us feel better is ourselves. It's our decision to do so. So, how about you? Where are your decision to feel better? Are you on board with feeling better so you can have more of everything? Doesn't that sound like a plan? Where would that start for you? I'd love to know. Shiv Chankar, the Feel Better Coach. Come over to onewomanrevolution.tv for to stay in touch, and come over to subscribe to the YouTube. I'm getting all tongue-tied here. Subscribe to the YouTube channel so that you know when we post new videos, and stay in touch with us. And comment below, because it's always great to hear from you, especially when I'm stood naked in the shower. Shiv Chankar, Naked Shower Talks.